the RC store. My name's Ammo. Check out what we got on the desk today. This is the Traxxas Raptor 4x4 Velineon Black Special Edition. Now we'll go through the full box art etc. in a second, but this is the Pro Scale version of the Raptor. Now, if you want to know where to pick one of these up from, be sure to check out the link in the description. Also, the website scrolling across the bottom here, which is applianceelectronics.co.uk. That's where I picked this up from. Always give me fantastic customer service, and they have some fantastic range of optional extras too. Now, that's one of the reasons I go there, because when I pick up a rig, I want the extras, but I want them there and then. I don't want to wait, and they literally have them on the shelf and I pick them up. And yes, we have got some optional extras for this, but that's for a later video. So this has been on my mind for a while to pick one of these up. Unfortunately, here in the UK, we did not get the Ultimate Edition. Otherwise, that would have been on my list. I was waiting for the Ultimate Edition for a while, thinking, let me hold out for that. It got released in the United States and it just didn't come here. So unfortunately, what Traxxas do here in the UK, they'll release some Ultimate cars, release them as special editions, and they'll only release them for, like, argument's sake, a month or so, and that's it. And they'll cut all ties, where in the USA you can literally constantly pick them up. So they never released this one, unfortunately, here in the Ultimate Edition. So I picked up the next best thing, which was the Pro Scale HD Edition, and this is the Special Black Edition. I was looking at this truck for a reason. Now, this is a longer wheelbase. It's something I can hoon around. It would act like a rally car, so it can go on a gravel track, you can go on road, and it's quite versatile. Now, a lot of people in the UK have not locked onto these. I don't know why. So we're going to check it out in this video, and let's see your thoughts in the comments below why you guys think this has not taken off as well as it has in the States. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the camera in, we'll go through the box art, and then we'll unbox this and check it out. How good does that box art look? Pro Scale 4x4 60+ mile an hour, the Ford Raptor by Traxxas. Flipping the box around here, you can see this is a Velineon edition just here. So it's brushless power, 3S, 60+ mile an hour, and here you can see it in the red variant. Checking out some of the specifications on this side of the box, as you can see, this is extreme heavy duty, so this is the extreme HD system that Traxxas has released, and if you don't have the HD version, you can upgrade and buy the HD kit. And once again, Appliance Electronics have these on the shelf. So here you can see it's got all the HD components that it comes with, and these are all available as extras as well if you don't have the HD vehicle. You've got high detailed BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2 tires, as you can see just there, adjustable clipless battery holder, waterproof high digital torque steering servo, the TQI transmitter, the Velineon VXL3S electronic speed controller, and then the Velineon 3500 brushless motor. I've had this set up in another car. Yes, there's Traxxas Fiesta. Now this thing's absolutely crazy, and I've not even geared it up, and I was quite happy with it. Hence, I decided to go ahead with this. Now this has been, like I said, the Traxxas Fiesta has been absolutely fantastic. So it was the main reason I also picked this up. So here you can see it's got the proven slash 4x4 VXL driveline. So this is based on the Traxxas Slash. Sealed steel gear differentials, extruded aluminium center drive shaft, clipless mounting system, as you can see just there. And you do have a detailed front grille and front bumper with LED lights. That's absolutely amazing. Side mirrors and hood vents, tail lights, rear bumper with LEDs. Oh, I'm looking forward to unboxing this. So on this side of the box, you can see it's got the TQI intelligent radio system with Traxxas stability management, which is a TSM. And on down here, you can literally see the different speeds that this truck can do. So here it shows you top speed, That's what we're interested in, which is all the way on this side, 60 plus mile an hour. You need a 4,000 plus milliamp battery. You got to run it at 3S. You need a skill level of 5, and you need a pinion of 18 tooth and a 54 spare. So I believe the 54 spare is standard because you can see it across all the speeds, all the way across, and the pinion is what's different. So you can see 18 tooth pinion is in the top speed zone. The fun zone is around 40 mile an hour, which is just there, which I agree. 45 I'd say is where the fun zone is for me. But if you want some serious speed, which we will do in a future video, like I said, we're going to aim for that 60 mile an hour. Right, that's the box art out the way. Let's get this seal cracked open and get this thing unboxed. We unboxed it the right way for once. So here we've got the radio and we got the truck. Right, I'm going to put all this away. We'll get this all spread out across the desk. I'll go through absolutely everything it comes with. And like I said, this is a special black edition. So what does this piece come with? It comes with the Traxxas TQI controller. A lot of you guys are already familiar with this controller, so I'm not going to go and bore you with it. But those of you that don't know, so this controller has got a nice groove just here on the grip. Fits into the palm of your hand really, really well. You can control the throttle and brake really, really well, which is nice. You can't control it single-handedly. The phone wheel is quite far away from your thumb. However, the phone wheel on this does feel nice and very grippy. You do have your multifunction control just here, and you got your steering trim just there. You have a menu button and a set button at the top. And then over here at the bottom, you install 4 AA batteries that slide just underneath here. The only downside to the Traxxas controllers, they are quite big and bulky, and I think it's about time Traxxas upgraded these, to be fair, to something a bit smaller and a bit smarter. Just my opinion. But yeah, overall, they're not bad. They're decent enough controllers. So you do get the high-speed pinion gear. I'm looking forward to using that on this truck. A bag of tools. So in these tools, you get a couple of spanners, you get your hex wrench, and three Allen keys there as well. Some shock collars, and also some pistons for your shocks as well. And once again, more shock collars and more pistons as well. You get a quick start guide, which is just there. So the quick start guide basically just introduces you to the car, makes you familiar with it, and allows you to basically get yourself up and running if you're new to the hobby. Now, if you want the full manual for this, you do have to go onto Traxxas' website, and you can download it or check it out on their website. You do get a little warning thing here. So this leaflet here basically tells you what to do if your car stops working, helps you diagnose your issues as well. And then standard from Traxxas, you get a warranty support card, which is just there, which normally in America you'd fill this out. And I believe you just send it off and it's your warranty. So here in the UK, you keep your invoice and go back to your dealer. So what we've been waiting for, the special black edition car. Let's get this unwrapped. How good does that look? Absolutely mega. Now, when it comes to buying RC cars, I normally don't go for black, and that's the honest truth. I do have a couple of black RCs. As you can see, the BMW E30 just there, my lossy drag car. You got my Defender 6x6, and basically some of the EXB range. I do try not to buy black cars, simple reason being they get scratched and you can really see the scuffs, etc. But this I had to get in black. I seen this in another option, which was the red. Let's bring the camera in, let's check out these Pro Scale details and take off the shelf and check out this rig. This thing looks absolutely mean. Just look at that. Absolutely crazy. Now, I've not had a truck like this on the channel before, so it is something different. And like I said, this hasn't really took off in the UK. I don't know why. Yeah, probably maybe because a lot of people don't drive trucks around the UK, and in America they do. But I think, guys, if you want something different, you need to hop onto something like this, because this will perform like a rally car with a longer wheelbase will allow you to hoon a bit better and a lot more ground clearance. Right, let's check out this car in detail. So looking up at the front, some Pro Scale lights there look absolutely amazing. You do have the Ford grille going across. The R badge, as you can see, for the Raptor just there. Going down to the bumper, you got more LED lights in the front bumper. Once again, fantastic detail on this. Quite surprised from Traxxas, to be fair. Wicked. Going over to the front of the car, you can see the flared out front wings. Absolutely amazing in true Raptor edition. And you've got the nice bonnet just there with the Raptor badging just there. The windows are decals, unfortunately. They're not clear or tinted. Going down the side of the car here, you can really see how wide them front wings are just looking at it from that angle. You've got your side mirrors, your front door, rear door. Once again, windows are not tinted, just decals. And then you've got a huge rear quarter panel labeled with Raptor. Just look how that flares out. Absolutely amazing. You've got a nice bed over the top, as you can see just there. And you do have some sunroof details over the roof. Whoops, I forgot to take that off. But it looks absolutely amazing nevertheless. So looking at it from this angle, wow. Once again, them rear quarters look absolutely amazing how they flare out. Looking at the back bumper, you do have lights in the back bumper. I don't believe these are actual working tail lights just here. They look like decals. Over here, you got a nice trim on the rear tailgate just here, stating Ford going across. You got the Raptor logo just there and the F-150 just there. And over on the edge of the bed, you do have some decals running across just to give it that scale look as well. Looks pretty cool, to be fair. I do like this. And I believe you can also put a tow bar on it. Wow, imagine putting a tow bar on this. What could I tow? Something like this. Maybe something like this. Checking out the black chrome wheels. Look absolutely amazing. Wrapped in BF Goodrich all-terrain tyres. As you can see, these are the KO2 tyres. Some great tread on there, to be fair. They do feel a bit hard in terms of compound. But then again, we had the same issue with the VXL Fiesta. And that thing was an absolute hooner. Flipping it and looking at the underneath, yes, it looks very similar to a Slash. Now, this is a clipless body system. So looking up in the arches just there, you can see the clipless system just there. And same in this arch just there. So I'm going to whip the body off so we can have a proper look at the chassis. Okay, looking at the chassis now. So we have got headlights, or should I say spotlights, up in the front bumper just here, going all the way across. Unfortunately, in the actual body itself, it's got the light buckets, but the lights ain't in there. I'm guessing you could move these up if you wanted to and just stick them in there, or you could attach some on if you wanted to as well and tap into the wiring, or you can just buy the wiring kit. You can see all the HD components on this. They are in grey silver color. So all your C-hubs, etc., they are all HD. You've got adjustable upper turnbuckle. You've got your steering turnbuckle just there. That's adjustable. Your lower arm, which is composite. You've got your oil-filled shocks. Now, they ain't adjustable. The only way they're adjustable is with collars. But these feel really, really good. I give them that. Definitely feel really, really good. Now, I said the same thing when I took out the VXL Fiesta. And that felt really, really good as well. So, yeah. I'm hoping this performs as well as that did. Now, this has got HD drive shafts. If you don't know about the HD drive shafts, be sure to check out Traxxas' website. So looking at the actual bulkhead itself, you can see on the strut tower where the suspension sits, the suspension turrets, these are adjustable. So you can remove the center bolt out of there and move it to the left or the right. You can see it just there. So you've got different options and 3 mounting holes just there. So the suspension holes are tunable, along with over on the lower wishbone. So I'm just going to try and catch that for you guys. So you can see just there, you can see another 3 or 4 holes just there as well, next to the suspension bolt right there. This chassis looks really, really simple to work on, to be fair. Literally, look at that. Couple of bolts there, the front bulkhead's off. Same on the back end's off. Right, so you've got an upside down mounted servo, which is visible from the reverse side just there, which is the 2075 Traxxas servo. Once again, you've got your bell crank, etc. stuck in there. Now, that's not a bad place, to be fair, because it keeps all the stones out. And if any stones were to get stuck in there, they literally just fly out. Negative, that's going to take, which is your servo, is going to take a beating from rocks, stones, etc., mud, water. But nevertheless, it is what it is. Right, you've got a box just here, which hides your receiver, which is nice. Over here, you've got your Velineon VXL 3S waterproof ESC. And then going over to your Velineon VXL motor sitting just there. You do have this black and white cable, as you can see, or should I say black and grey cable going across to the back. Now that's for your rear light that I mentioned earlier on the rear bumper. The rear bumper does have quite a large distance between the actual back bulkhead, but it is reinforced with this bracing, which is a neat touch. The rear bulkhead, once again, completely adjustable on the suspension side of things. You can see just there, you've got 3 mounting points. The actual coilovers are adjustable, but with collars only. They are oil filled. The rear upper arms are adjustable. Once again, stacked out with all the HD components. You can see the HD drive shaft. Over on this side, I can show you a bit better. All the hubs, etc. are HD as well. Over in the center, that's their famous drive shaft. As you can see, or should I say prop shaft, that goes from the front to the rear, going all the way across. And this actually has a clear casing over it. Flicking it upside down, having a look at the underneath, you can see the front bumper just there. Loads of protection, loads of different grooves, etc. to give it scale looks. But yeah, definitely going to protect the front end. Going over down the chassis itself, the servo is sitting there, as you can see, upside down like I showed you earlier, but it is protected with all of this, so you're not going to hit it directly. You've got the chassis itself, like I said, looks just like the Slash. Going over to the rear, yeah, I'm looking forward to taking this out and giving it a blast. You can see the HD components once again just there, all in silver. So looking inside the body, as you guys can see here, you do have a reinforcement bar going across the back bumper, or should I say the rear tailgate. Now this holds the plastic tailgate trim. Also acts as some reinforcement, so some protection there. The clipless body system, I don't know why it's called a clipless body system, because you've got physical clips, but hey ho. And looking across here, you can see on the front grille, on the inside, you do have some light buckets, but they don't come with no lights on that one, unfortunately. So you can buy the kit to add some lights, or like I said, simply add some yourself, or remove these ones and stick them higher. Entirely up to you, I guess. There you have it, the Raptor 4x4 from Traxxas, the Velineon 3S Special Black Edition. Now my plans with this are basically, I don't know which way this is going to go. Now, when I thought about buying this, in my head the process was, this should act like a rally car, theoretically. Looking at the wheelbase, etc., and the way it's designed like the Slash, I thought it's going to act like a rally car. And that's why I purchased it on that basis. However, it does look slightly longer, and I think this should hoon a lot better. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, do I use it as a Pro Scale truck and put a trailer on the back? Do I squat it and just make it look just mean and fat? Or do I just enjoy it for what it is? I don't know. I think what we're going to have to do is take it out for its first run, see how we get on, see what the characteristics are like, see if it can hit that 60 mile an hour. Obviously, it won't on the first run, but on the second run, it should hit 60 mile an hour with the high-speed pinion gear, and then we'll see what the future holds from there. Do we take it on the super track? Do we run it on gravel tracks? Do we run it on mud? Or do we just hoon about on tarmac? I don't know. I'll let you guys comment below and let me know what you think I should do with this truck. Or should I just send it to the moon? I don't know. You guys tell me. Drop a comment below. Guys, if you've enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.